Good evening, dear students of Standard 12th. We shall do numericals on the concept of potential today, which we have learnt. Now, before doing any numerical or any application question, we have to remember what have we learned about this particular concept as one package. So, revising the package of a potential which we have learned, let us first write down what we have learned. V is equal to KQ upon R. This is a formula of potential. If there are many charges, then I add the respective potentials of each charge. How do I add them? Algebraically. Okay, while adding them algebraically, do I consider any type of a direction of the charge? No direction. Why no direction? Because potential is a scalar quantity. So formula is known to you. Addition algebraically. Okay, algebraically. Direction, no need because V is a scalar quantity. And finally, V is directly proportional to 1 upon R or inversely proportional to R. This is what we have learned. Now, as soon as the question is about the potential, this points must be learned as a combo pack. Given one condition, the other conditions will automatically follow. Every concept has a combo pack. Remember the combo pack of every concept. Then you will be in a better situation to answer every question. Clear? Of that concept. So now we are talking about numericals on the concept or the topic potential due to a charge. Now I have considered one numerical. Let us read the numerical and understand what it is trying to say and what are we asked to find. Two charges, values are given to you, are located 15 centimeter apart. At what point on the line joining the two charges? At what point on the line joining the two charges is the electric potential 0? So I am expecting that electric potential at the point P is 0. Where is the point P from A or B? I don't know. And what are the charges I have written? While copying the charges, you should be very careful. And even if you don't want to draw diagram, it's okay. You can draw it in the mind if you are quick enough. But it is always better to draw the diagram and keep it ready so that for reference, it's available to you. Fine. So here they're asking me to find out the point at which the electric potential is 0. So I have considered one point P, which is at a distance of x from A. So from P to B, the distance will be 15 minus x. Remember, this is in centimeters. Okay, we'll have to convert it. Let will convert it in the last, if required. Okay, so now let us use from this combo pack. What is our combo pack saying? There are two charges. Okay, there are two charges. So their potential, I have to add them at the point P algebraically. Then they told me that the potential at this point should be 0. So I equate it to 0 and find out x. Simple. Correct? Okay. So using the principle of superposition, V is equal to VAP plus VPB. A to P, P to B is equal to 0. They gave me or they are expecting. Fine. Okay. So substituting the values of VAP, which is K into 3 into 10 raised to minus 8 coulomb divided by X. Negative I am putting here because the charge is negative. K into 2 into 10 raised to minus 8 divided by 15 minus X is equal to 0 as they gave me. Okay. So I will just Do the maths now and find out x. X is a variable. This is equated to 0. So if that is equal to 0, then k and k I can cancel here only. And 10 raised to 8, 10 raised to minus 8 I can cancel here only. I am left out with 3 upon x minus 2 upon 15 minus x is equal to 0. So this is 3 upon x is equal to 2 upon 15 minus x. Just cross multiplying. 45 minus 3x is equal to 2x. Cross multiplying, nothing else I am doing. So 45 is equal to 2x plus 3x, 5x, and x is equal to 9 centimeters. So what is 15 minus x then? 15 minus x is equal to 15 minus 9. That is equal to 6 centimeters, which is equal to PB. And what is x here? X is AP. So I am ready with my answer, giving me the point where the electric potential is 0. Agreed? What should my final answer? I cannot leave in the CBSE board if I am writing this. You can tick mark if it is an entrance, but in the board exam I have to give a proper answer. Correct? So where is electric potential 0? Electric potential is 0 at 9 centimeters from A and 6 centimeters from B. This should be your written answer. See, at the end of the day, the result is very important. You are all also working for result. So result should be put in a proper format. Result carries marks, half mark with correct units for the CBSE. Fine. So you cannot throw the solution just to the examiner that you find out what is the answer. Don't do that. Write it in a proper format. Fine. So I'll just move now and you take a note of what we have done just now with the numerical, and also remember this our combo pack for today video. Keep watching till the end of the video so that we solve different categories and types of numericals on the concept of potential, electric potential due to a charge using our wonderful combo pack. Okay, just take a click and we shall go to the next question. Now in this type of a question, the point P can be here also. The point can be here also. Depending on the point P, if the point P is this side, then this becomes X. If the point P is that side, then this becomes X. You will get different answers for these different positions. Those also may be one of the multiple choice question. They can give you commas because here it is written that electric potential 0 on a line joining the two charges. Now what is the line? A line is having both the extensions, both the sides. So our point P can be between this side or that side. I've just told you if this is X, then the other portion is 15. Same way you use it. If that is X, the other portion is 15, X plus 15. That way you can find out all the three ways, and if asked in an entrance exam, you can definitely write it as a combination. Otherwise in the board also, you can use all the three combinations if asked. Fine. Okay. Now going to the next question of this kind, and remembering this combo pack, I have one question in which 2 microcoulomb charge is placed at each corner of a square ABCD of side 2 root 2 centimeter. Calculate electric potential at the center of the square. Now, if you remember, I have already discussed this type of question in the general way of doing the potential. After every topic, I use a general way in which such type of regular questions can be done. Now here we have 4 charges placed at ABCD. Value of each charge is same 2 microcoulomb. So now let us take Q is equal to 2 microcoulomb. Then in the last we will substitute once we get the answer. 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb. Do not forget to do the conversion. Now here we have to first find out the distance from the center to the vertex. Okay, so distance from the center to the vertex using the Pythagoras theorem, find out the value of the diagonal and divide it by 2. Then you will get the values of OA, OB, OC and OD. Having calculated that, we write the value of OA is equal to OB is equal to OC is equal to OD equal to 2 centimeter, that is equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 meters. We have to do the conversion the way we did that. Now here, why we have got this as the measurement of OA, OB, OC, OD is because the diagonal AB is equal to 4 centimeter divided by 2 because O is at the midpoint of any diagonal, both the diagonals. So we just write 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 meters, that is the distance R. Go back to our regular formula. In our combo pack, we have here 4 charges. So V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4. All are equal because the distance is also same and the charges also are same. So if we calculate one value and we multiply it by 4, we can get the answer for the potential at the point O at the center of the square. Fine. Okay. So now let us calculate one of the charge, say VA. VA is equal to K. Q upon R. What is K? 9 into 10 raised to 9. What is Q? 2 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by R. What is R? 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 meters. Okay. So cancelling 2, we have 9 into 10 raised to 9 minus 6 plus 2 as it has gone up volts. That is equal to 9 into 10 raised to 5 volts. That is VA. Now as I said, all are equal. VA, VB, VC and VD all are equal. We get total potential V is equal to, because there are 4 vertices, 4 into 9 into 10 raised to 5 volts is the potential at the point O. Okay, due to the charge 2 microcoulomb at the 4 vertices of a square. Now the same question can be asked for triangle, pentagon, hexagon. If it is a triangle, multiply here by 3. Okay, because for a triangle, equilateral triangle also, the centroid is equidistant. For a pentagon, also it would be same, regular pentagon. For a hexagon, also the distance from the center would be same. So for here, we have to multiply 3 into VA. Here 5 into VA. Just finding out one of the diagonal half or the distance from center to the vertex. 6 into VA. So let there be A cuboid also, we are going to do that type of a numerical also. The same method we have to follow. Fine? Okay? So, from one numerical you try to make what will happen if it is a triangle, what will happen if it is a pentagon, what will happen if it is a hexagon, regular hexagon, pentagon, equilateral triangle. Then the same method we have to follow, just multiply it by the number of vertex. Fine? That would be easy for you to understand. That's why I have picked up this question, and this type of question come in the board also, in the regular entrances also. But you can do this provided all the charges are equal. Fine? If the charges have different polarities and different magnitudes, then we have to calculate each potential. Fine? Okay. What would be, let me extend the question, what would be the electric field at the point O? Due to the same configuration, because all are positive, charges, 2 microcoulomb, how would I draw? Fine? Due to each charge. Okay? Each positive charge. This is the way I would draw the directions. And use the formula of electric field. What is the formula of the electric field? E is equal to kq upon r square. Instead of r, value of all these electric field due to each charge will be same, but the directions, as you can see, are opposite on each line. So all would cancel out each other, and my electric field at the center would be 0, provided it is a square and charges are equal in magnitude and in polarity. I would get E is equal to 0. Fine? Okay? Like this, many other combinations you can keep trying and keep solving the numericals both for electric field and potential on the same diagram. Give different values for the polarity, plus, minus, give different magnitudes. Keep solving. It will be your practice. Fine? Okay? So I just move and you take a pic of what I have done just now. So moving to the next numerical, we have a point charge Q placed at a point O as shown in the figure. Is the potential difference VA minus VB positive, negative or 0 if Q is positive and if Q is negative? So looking at the diagram, we can redraw or understand the diagram by redrawing it. Here is a point O where we have kept a charge Q, and A is a point whose potential is VA, B is a point whose potential is VB, from the point O where we have placed a charge Q. Now here the charge Q is said to be either positive or negative. Depending on that, what will be the variation? That is the question. Is VA minus VB positive, negative or 0? So always when a numerical is there, you have to understand the question and you have to understand what is actually asked and what is actually given. So this much is given. What is VA? VA is the potential at A. What is VB? VB is the potential at B. Due to the charge Q, whether positive or whether negative. So let us first bit consider Q to be positive. Okay? Q to be positive. Fine. If Q is positive, we have, according to the formula, V is equal to KQ upon distance, which is OA and OB in this case. So V is inversely proportional to distance. Agree? Okay. If V is inversely proportional to distance, then and Q is positive, then V also will be positive in this case. Agreed? So I'll write it here that in this case, when Q is positive, V will also be positive, definite. Clear? Okay. Then as looking at the diagram, OA is less than OB. V is inversely proportional to distance. This is the distance R. Therefore, VA, because inversely proportional, if OA is less, then VA will be greater than VB. Agreed? If OA is less than OB, B is inversely proportional to the distance R, then VA, the overall VA's value will be greater than VB's value. Therefore, VA minus VB will be positive. That is the first bit which is asked. Is it positive, is it negative, or is it zero? We said VA minus VB is positive, that is asked. Second bit, what did they give us? Q negative. Fine. If Q is negative in the formula, my Q will be negative. Therefore, potential also will be negative. Agreed? Followed. Now again we have OA less than OB, that is seen. But in this case, because V is negative, VA will be less than VB. Agreed? Because V potential is negative, then VA will be negative. VA will be negative. That's why VA will be less than VB. Agreed? Okay. Therefore, VB or VA minus VB will be negative. Agreed? Okay. I will get a negative answer for the potential. If I get a negative answer for the potential, then a negative answer is definitely going to be less number greater and more number higher. Agreed? So this is what we get when Q is positive, VA minus VB is also positive, and when Q is negative, VA minus VB is negative. Clear? So take a screenshot of what we have done. Here we have played with inequalities when the inequality is positive or negative. Clear? That little bit of maths you have to understand and find out what we are trying to do. Okay? I shall move. You take a pic of what we have done. This is a board question and it is a regular question of entrance also. Now moving to a new numerical, let us understand this numerical which is formula based. You can see it is asked in the Kerala pre-entrance test in the year 2005. Such questions can be asked in any entrance test which are quick, but you have to understand it according to the comparison, division. Okay, compare and divide. Now there are two situations in this question that you just see, understand the two situations. A soap bubble, so let us draw the soap bubble in just an approximation. A soap bubble is charged to a potential of 16 volt. So this, let it be as 16 volt is its potential V. Fine. Its radius is now at present, let its radius be R. Okay. Now, its radius is doubled, they said. Okay. So, definitely the bubble is going to become bigger. Okay. The bubble is going to become big with double the radius, as they are saying. Every numerical has its own story to say. Understand the story. Its radius is doubled. Now, this bubble was small. Now, its radius is doubled. So the radius was r, now it is 2r. The potential of the bubble now will be, so what will be the potential of this new bubble? That is the question. So let us say that the potential is V dash. Agreed? Now whether it is this bubble or whether it is this bubble, both the cases we will definitely have V is equal to K, Q, charge they have not told anything, so charge remains constant, Q upon R for the bubble number 1, which is given to us as 16 volt. Let us call this as bubble number 1, let us call this as bubble number 2. This I am just explaining you so that you understand it, and then in the exam you have to be fast. Once the understanding is done, fine. I cannot teach fast, but you have to understand it slowly and then apply it faster. Okay, now we have V dash as I written there. So KQ upon R dash. What is our R dash? 2R. Okay, there is no change in these two values. Now they are asking me to find out V dash. Let us divide both the quantities. V dash by V is equal to KQ upon 2R divided by KQ upon R. Okay, so looking at the division, always whenever such divisions are there, children get confused what we can cancel. You just reciprocate, write the reciprocal, it will be easier for you. Okay, so this is 1 upon 2R and this goes up, so R. So RR get cancelled. So what do I have now at the end? V upon V is equal to half. But what is V? 16 volt. Let me apply 16 volt. V dash upon 16 is equal to half. Therefore, what is my new? V dash is equal to 16 upon 2 volts. Okay, which is V dash is equal to 8 volts. That is my answer, which I can tick here. Agreed? Okay, so what did we do? In our mind, we took one comparison, one bubble. Potential is depending upon the distance from the point to the charge. We know for any bubble, bubble can be considered as a shell. So shell has a charge resided on its surface. That we have to consider. Correct? So this Q is the shell on the surface of the bubble here, which is same for both, they said, or they didn't mention, means it is understood it is same. Correct? Okay, then they said the bubble has increased its radius. So I increase the radius of the bubble. So there is a new potential V dash because the potential depends upon the distance from the point to the charge. That's it. So old one was written. Old bubble, bubble number 1, bubble number 2. Divide. You can divide this by this or this by this. You will land up in this only. They are asking you for the new bubble, potential for the new bubble. So V dash upon V. V dash I substituted here, V I substituted here. Whatever a maths I could do, I did. And what is my answer? V dash is equal to 8V, which is one of the choice. Followed? So this way, little faster, remembering the concept. Numericals can never be done without understanding and remembering the concept. The moment you say, I am weak in numericals, it means you are weak in the theory. Simple. As simple as that. Okay. So I'll just move. You take a pic of what I have done just now. These are all numericals based on potential. So one by one, do it. Now let's read the question first so that we understand it. A cube of side B has a charge Q at each of its vertices. Whenever you read a question, you break it fast. You break it. You don't have time, but you break it. So you have a cube and it has 8 vertices, and every vertices, at every vertex there is a charge Q. That is what is given to you in the first sentence. Determine the potential and the electric field due to this charge array at the center of the cube. Now there are two parts in this particular question. Determine the potential and then determine the electric field due to this charge at the center of the cube. This is the center of the cube. So now first let us talk about the potential. Now for the potential, what do we need? We need only V is equal to K. K we know, Q. Q is given to us, charge is given to us as Q, and divided by R. Now, what is R? R is the distance from the point. They are asking to find out the potential at the center. So, the center is the point. Center is O. Charge is Q. We have to find out first the distance between O and Q. Now, as per the mathematics, the distance between the center and the vertex for any cube is R is equal to root 3 side length is given to you as B. Okay, it is already given to you in the diagram, or even you can take it divided by 2. So remember this as maths. There is no need of sitting in the exam hall and deriving what is the distance between the center and the vertex of a cube. Remember it as root 3 divided by 2 into the side, one of the side's length. So that is what is written here. So R is ready. There are 8 vertices. So if I find out 1V, that will be enough. I will multiply the total potential is equal to 8 into KQ by R. Why 8? Because there are 8 vertices in a cube. And the distance of every vertex from the center in a cube is equal. Charge is equal. So even simply if I find out KQ by R multiplied by 8, I'll get the potential, which is my first work to be done. Okay, fine. Just substitute. R is available with me. K is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Q is Q as it is. R, what is R? Root 3 B by 2. Remember, as I always say, put correct brackets. Okay, so that math is easier for you. I can cancel 2 and 4 here in the lower denominator. So 2i is left out to me. Okay, so again 8 upon 2. So 4. Here children make mistakes in the speed. So don't do that. Clear? So what is my answer? 4q upon root 3 pi b epsilon naught. You can even change the sequence as if there is a choice, you can do it. So this is the potential. Fine. Okay. We can also write it as 4q without changing any sequence of any term in the denominator as pi epsilon naught multiplied by root 3b. Whatever convenient to you, you can write. If there is a multiple choice, accordingly you tick mark that portion. Now what is the second part of the question? Electric field at the center. Due to these charges, it is asked. Okay. Now electric field at the center, what should we do? What is our first step, which I am teaching from chapter number 1? Our first step is to find out the direction of the electric field from the charge to the point. Agreed? So let us do that. Charge to the point, because this is positive, go like this. Same thing from here and from here. Okay, upper surface is over. 4 vertex over. Now, as you can see, on the same line, this will also go towards the point. This will also go towards the point. This direction of the electric field also will go towards the same point. This direction of electric field will go towards the same point. Now, on every line, from Q to this Q, or from this Q to this Q, or from this Q to that Q, all the direction of electric field on every line are opposite. What is the formula of E? E is equal to electric field KQ upon R square. Q is same. Distance is also same. Directions are opposite on each line joining the vertex between two charges. Then on that particular line, the electric field will cancel out each other. Therefore, the net electric field, the total electric field at the center due to these charges on the vertex is 0. For any regular surface, if charges are same and electric field is asked at the center of the regular surface, like a square, like a pentagon, like a hexagon, like a triangle, then at the center the electric field will be definitely 0. Keep it in your mind. Fine. Now, as I explained just now, take a pick, I shall move. Keep watching the video till the end. I have still more numericals to go. Now, here we have a rectangle as seen in the diagram. Let us read the question first. The sides of a rectangle ABCD are 15 centimeter and 5 centimeter as shown in the figure. Points charges negative microcoulomb and positive 2 microcoulomb. 5 microcoulomb negative, positive 2 microcoulomb are placed at the corners D and B, T and B, here D and there B. Calculate the electric potential at A and C. That is, you are asked to find out VA, VC. Also calculate the work done in carrying a charge of 3 microcoulomb. So Q is equal to 3 microcoulomb is the charge which I have to carry from A to C. This is my question number bit 2 and this is my bit 1 in which I have to find out VA, VC is my bit 1. Let us talk about VA and VC first. Okay, now as per the rule, as per the formula, V is equal to K, Q upon R. So what is Q? The charge. What is R? The distance from the point to the charge. So what will be VA? VA is a point here. So VA will be what? According to superposition principle. Potential from D to A, potential from B to A, and add them algebraically. So what is my VA? VA is equal to, let me talk about 2 microcoulombs. Okay. 2 into 10 raised to minus 6 microcoulomb. So I am not writing coulomb there. Later in the last we will write when the unit is fine. Divided by distance. Distance is 15 centimeter. So 15 into 10 raised to minus 2. Okay. So potential from B to A I have written. Plus, now D to A. But D has a negative charge. So minus K into 5 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by the distance 5 centimeter. So 5 into 10 raised to minus 2. Okay. So this is K, Q, distance. Micro is converted into 10 raised to minus 6. Centimeter is converted into meter, 10 raised to minus 2. Same here according to the formula. Now I have to work this out. That is my VA. Fine. Okay. So what is the value of K? 9 into 10 raised to 9. That I can take common. I can take 10 raised to minus 6 also common. Both have it. 10 raised to minus 2 also common in the denominator. Both the terms have it. So what am I left out with? 2 upon 15 minus 5 and 5 I can cancel here. So I am left out with 1. Clear? Now I have to do the maths. Here I can just write this power together as minus 6 plus 2, 10 raised to minus negative 4 and do my maths. Fine. Now similarly we will do, similarly VC is equal to K. For VC what should I do? This part and this part, potential due to B to potential due to D, add them algebraically. Fine. Okay, first let me do for B. So that is again 2 into 10 raised to minus 6. But here you may think the charge is same, but distance is different, 5 centimeters from C to B. So I have to write here instead of 15, I have to write 5 into 10 raised to minus 2. I have already explained the conversion part. Minus K into 5. Why I wrote minus? Because negative 5 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by, what is the distance now? 15 centimeters from D to C. So here I will write 15 into 10 raised to minus 2. Ready? So again I can take K common. 9 into 10 raised to 9. Here directly I am writing 10 raised to minus 4 because I worked it out. What is left out here? 2 upon 5. Cancelling 5 and 15. I have 1 upon 3. Okay. So this value I shall write and this value also I shall write. Find out it mathematically and write it here. Fine? Okay. So till then you can understand what is written here. Fine? Okay. Now looking at the numbers, I have 9 here. I have 9 here. I have 10 raised to 9. 10 raised to minus 4. So 9 minus 4. 5 I have written. Then this much maths is done here is 0.6. This much maths is done here is negative 7.8 into 10 raised to 5. 10 raised to 5 volts. This is my answer for VA and VB. Sorry, VA and VC. Now, what is the next part of the question? Calculate the work done in carrying a charge of 3 microcoulomb from A to C. So, work done formula we have discussed in the first video, which is equal to Q. Because we have to shift from A to C, we write VC minus VA. Remember, we have to shift from where? A to C. Okay, VC is at a bigger potential compared to VA. So VC minus VA, because we shift from lower, we have shifted from A to B. We can have a negative potential also, but here we have shifted from A to C. That's why we write VC minus VA. Fine. Okay. So what is my answer? What is Q? 3 into 10 raised to minus 6 microcoulomb is converted. VC, ready? How much is it? 0.6 into 10 raised to 5. Negative. Okay, VA, again negative 7.8 into 10 raised to 5. Okay, so this is all what I have to work out. Now when I work out this, I get 3 as a number into 10 raised to minus 6 available. 10 raised to 5 I bring out. Left over with 0.6 plus 7.8 in the bracket. Okay. So 10 raised to minus 6 and 10 raised to 5, 10 raised to minus 1. So this portion will become 10 raised to minus 1, as you can see. So performing the maths here, we get the work done is equal to 2.52 joules. Okay, so work done in shifting the charge from A to C. Okay, we found out the potential of A, we found out the potential of C. Revise the definition of the work done. Work done is equal to charge multiplied by the potential difference. Fine. So we multiplied the charge which is given to us. Potential difference from where to where? VA to VC. That's why we wrote VC minus VA. A to C is VC minus VA. Substituting the values, we get the work done is equal to 2.52 joules. So take a note of the numerical, understand it. I just move and you take a click of what work we have done on this numerical. Fine. So I have done enough varieties of numericals on potential. In the beginning of the video, I said, remember every concept as a package, its formula, its proportionalities, what is its value, what is constant. Remember and start the numerical as asked. That is the best way of approaching a numerical or an application level question. After this video, the next video I shall post is on potential energy or equipotential. Okay.